So if you have an Amazon account, it's really simple to set up an EC2 instance. Um, in some cases, depending on your account, it can get a little more complicated, but most of the time this is the only procedure you'll have to follow. If you have any problems, just open up a support ticket. I'll be happy to help you. When you log into aws.amazon.com, you'll see a dashboard pretty much like this with the Amazon Web Services. All you have to do is go to EC2. We want to tell it that we want to launch an instance. Make sure we click on the free tier. And the free tier just means basically the software that you're downloading or using doesn't cost anything, which Ubuntu shouldn't cost you anything anyway. We're going to go ahead and select this one, Ubuntu Server 4.04 LTS HVM SSD volume type. I'm going to select that. Now here's where you've got different options here. You always want to make sure your instance storage is an EBS volume. So it'll say EBS by it. Here you'll see like the virtual cores, like the CPU cores, etc. For this one, I'm just going to use a micro instance. Now you can test, various different types of instances with your builds. Depending on how big the sites are that you're building, you may end up wanting to increase the size of your instance, etc. Right now, I'm just going to do a micro just for this demonstration. I'm going to go to next to configure instance. You may have the option to just hit review and launch. If you do, it will take you all the way to step 7. If you do not, you'll have to go through what I'm going through right here. Mainly because my setup is a little bit different than most people's, because I've had tons and tons of instances in here before in this account. But basically, just picking, you'll leave most of this stuff default. Depending on where you're at, maybe you'll want the location to be a little bit closer to you. So I'm just going to pick USA East 1A, which is usually what I pick for everything I use anyway. Auto assign public IP. You can leave this enabled for now. Protect against accidental termination. This is a good idea because this will allow you to not accidentally delete your instance that has all your stuff on, all your sites on it. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to review and launch, which will take me to my storage. It's going to tell me right now that my security group is open to the world, whatever. That doesn't matter because I'll show you that shortly. So right now we see we've got this. We're showing that our security group that it's talking about up here is only allowing SSH. So I will show you that in a second. Go ahead and hit launch. You're not going to have a existing key pair most likely, so you would create a new key pair. Name it whatever you want. What I would do is use this same key pair for every instance that you launch. Then you don't have to worry about anything. I'm just going to call mine Ubuntu. I'm going to go ahead and download it. And you'll see that I downloaded it. And then I'm going to launch the instance. Now, I'm going to go ahead and view instances. And we'll see the new one that's launched. You might want to name this whatever, just so it gives you an idea of what it is, what you used it for. But I'm going to click on this now, and you'll see I have a security group listed right here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this, and you'll see inbound, outbound. To make this simple for you, the best thing to do is just go in here and edit this and allow all traffic. This way you don't run into any problems. Allow IP tables to be your firewall on the server, etc., so you don't have to worry about most of that. Use different security plugins, whatever security plugin you want to for your WordPress sites. WordFence will be in the install, but you'll have to go in and activate it after you build a site if you want to use WordFence. Other than that, we should be good to go as far as the security group goes. I'm going to go back to the EC2 dashboard. And you'll notice that it gave, you see these IPs that are in blue? You'll notice that when we clicked enable, it gave us an auto IP. The problem with this automatic IP that it gives you is that if you shut down or reboot the instance, it is possible that that IP could change. So what you want to do is go to Elastic IPs, allocate a new address, click VPC, and click Yes Allocate. Now you'll see that it gave me this IP address. I'm going to right click that IP address and go to Associate Address. Just click your mouse in this top text field and click the instance that you just created, which was my test Ubuntu. Click Associate. Now I'll go back to the EC2 dashboard and look at my instances, and you'll see that I have that IP listed there now. If you just want to make sure that you can connect to that, or make sure that instance is live, or at least able to be connected to from the internet, you can go ahead and ping it, and you'll see right there that mine is showing the replies saying that yes, I can get to it. That's really simple. Just if you're in Windows, go to CMD or type in CMD where you do start and then run or whatever you've got there. Honestly guys, I haven't been in Windows in over 3 years as far as actually using it at all, except for when I'm doing webinars and stuff. So I don't know anything about Windows 8 etc anymore. I'm always in Linux. Right now I was in here from rendering the webinar, so I just went ahead and used Camtasia to do this inside of a virtual machine. But you just type CMD, hit enter, and that gives you the prompt, and then you just do ping space and the IP address. And that's really all you have to do. You have to remember that you'll need this key, this PEM file. I'm going to look at it in the folder. I'm going to right click this because I want to open this. I use Genie. It's a different type of editor in Linux. You'll see this this private key right here. I actually will need that when I go to add the server in the ATM. You'll need that text. You'll just have to make sure that you don't go copying all kinds of blank space everywhere. Make sure that you just have this. And that's pretty much it. After that, the ATM takes over.